Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here coming to you live from Claremont, Florida for the second time today. How has your day been? Has it been super fantastic and sparkling? Did it disappear on you like it did on me? Well, so today I was sort of like, okay, this is what I need to get done. I had a very busy list to do today, and yeah, let's just say there's going to be a very busy list tomorrow. So let's see. We got laundry got done. Yes, I got clean clothes. I was down to my last, well, actually, no, I still had 3 t-shirts left. Um, but getting close to the end of the clean clothes, because I haven't done laundry for like 2 or 3 weeks. And so somebody said to me, they said, what do you, when you're on the road, as you are, do you have a laundry inside your RV? How do you do your laundry? And I said, I don't have a laundry inside my RV. That is on my list for my next RV. Because I want to, on the next RV, I want to have a washer dryer in the RV so I can do the light stuff like the underwear and the t-shirts, and then take the heaviest stuff to the laundromat. So right now I have to use the laundromat. So I either use a local laundromat in the town that I'm staying at, or which requires me to have a vehicle, or I use what's at the campground. Some campground, and it's very interesting to see the different payment methods that campgrounds have. Like, for example, this one here, they have this card. It costs you $5 to get the card, and then you load it up, and the machine will only take 5, 10s, and 20s. And it's $2 to a washer load, $2 to dry a load. So it's 30 minutes to wash, 60 minutes to dry. Although I got 3 loads done in the dryer for $4. Figure that one out. I used 2 dryers to dry 3 loads of laundry. Figure that one out. So what happens is that I watched a video on YouTube one time about how to get in and out of the laundry quickly. And basically you don't sort by color, you sort by fabric, because some fabrics take longer to dry than other fabrics. And so you put the quick drying fabrics into one load, the ones that are kind of somewhere in the middle, in the next load, and then you have the heavy load stuff, which takes longer to dry. And then what you do is that you only use 1 or 2 machines, and you rotate the laundry through those washing machines and then throw them in the dryer. And so what I did is I had all the quick drying stuff in one dryer, I had the medium stuff in the other dryer, and then I had one last load of medium weighted stuff to wash. But because when I got there was only 2 machines open and I had 3 loads to do. So I put the first 2 loads in, they take 30 minutes, went back 30 minutes later, threw them both in the dryer, threw my 3rd load into one of the available washing machines, which I now have because I had emptied 2 of them. I went back 30 minutes later. Okay, so I went back 30 minutes later. I took the 3rd load out of the washing machine. I went over to the 2 dryers I was using. I pulled out all the dry stuff, which happened to be both dryers. So these dryers ran hot, which was nice because it got the 2 loads dried within 30 minutes. And I still had 30 minutes left on the dryers. So I then split my final load into the 2 available dryers and let them go. And so while I was folding the laundry from the first 2 loads, my 3rd load's drying in 2 dryers on the remaining time from the 2 dryers. So 3 loads on 2 dryers for $4. So this is the only one I've come across so far in a campground that uses a card. I have there's 2 other campgrounds I've been to where they use an app. So you go to the app, and each machine has a number, and it will tell you on the app what machines are available, and you have to load up money actually no, it's 3 campgrounds, sorry, 3 campgrounds. And you have to load up money onto the app, and then it tells you what machines are available, and you then put your stuff in the machine that's available. You let the app know which machine you're activating. It then transmits to the machine, and now you can start the machine. And again, if you're doing the by weight method of the fabric rather than the colored method of the fabric, then you're going to be able to rotate your stuff through the dryers very quickly and get your drying done for cheaper. Just little tips we pick up along the way. Then I have other ones that are old-fashioned coins. And then there's others where they run on debit cards, debit or credit cards. You got to swipe your debit or credit card every time you want to wash a load. And that's a pain in the ass. It really is. But I like the coin. I've got plenty of coins. I keep my coins because I know I come across, and I almost jump for joy when they tell me. One of the questions I always ask when I check in is, where is the laundry and how do you pay for it? Is it coins? Is it credit card? Is it an app? Is it some other method I don't know of? In this case, at this one, so a $5 card to load up to do my laundry today. I still have money on this card, so if I come back to this resort, or if I have another resort that uses the same card, I will be able to use it there. We shall see. But I now have two laundromat cards because when I'm in Escondido back in San Diego, I don't use the one that's at the campground because it is the most expensive per load of laundry out of all of the places I have been to, and the machines are smaller and they run it on your credit card. So I just go 5 minutes down the road. There's a big laundromat there. They have a card there, and I'm in and out of there in 90 minutes or less. Again, using the by weight method to get the clothes washed and dried. It works super, super easy. So that's how we do the laundry. So the laundry got done today. I kept going over, and so while I left Zeffie behind because dogs aren't allowed in the laundry. So she spent her time up on the dash, like looking up. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? We went for a good long walk this morning. The scenery around here is just gorgeous. I mean, you've got a golf course, you've got water features, and some of the ponds, well, some of the water features are just so still and flat. You get amazing images in them, mirror images and things. So I have taken some pictures, and I'm going to get them uploaded at some point. Get them on Facebook so you guys can see some of these pictures, because some of them are really cool. I mean, I look at them and I go, oh, I did that. But I did treat myself today. They have a pro shop here, which they also say has got a concession stand in it. And so I thought, oh, let me go see what's in the concession stand. And so I walked in, normal golfing store with your golfing equipment, your accessories, your bags, your shirts, your hats, your shoes, all of that sort of stuff is there. Not a very big area, but it's there. Then they had this like big open floor area. Then they had this other room out the back. So I went through out the back, and they had a microwave there, they had a refrigerator. So I guess you can go and put stuff in the refrigerator for when you finish the course, because that's kind of like the 19th hole. They got coffee there. They had beer and wine in a refrigerator there. And they have those little glasses of wine where it's, those little glasses that are just a glass of wine, and that's it with the seal across the top. I remember them from Shark Tank one time, and the guy refused to. The sharks would give him deals, and he refused. And then he came back later on with a different deal. And Brad said to me, he says, he's just doing it for marketing. I said, absolutely. I said, it's so obvious. He doesn't want to give away any of his business. He's just doing it purely for marketing. I can't remember the brand, but anyway, I recognize it. But they had ice creams. It's like, yes. I thought, it's a hot day. I have been working my butt off today. I'm going to have an ice cream. So I got an ice cream. I came back to the RV and sat down here and had it. And I was sitting here eating it while I was playing cards on the computer. And I'm sitting here, and Zeffie's squished in here, and my ice cream is here because I had one of those ice creams on a stick, and her nose is right here, sniffing the ice cream. She didn't put her tongue out to taste it. She was very good about that, but she was awfully close to it. I tell you, that dog loves just about anything. If I've got food at the table, she's like, what you got? And she jumps up on this side, pushes her way behind me to sit here in this corner so she can get right here up next to my mouth to see what I'm eating. Funniest thing. I just tell her, go eat your own food. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. But I got a lot of stuff done. I'm actually playing, where is it? Playing bingo at the moment. And it's all these different tasks. Learning a new system, learning a system and everything else, and I still have some squares to do. So working on that. So I got most of it crossed off today. So some people are going to get some surprises in their snail mail. Are you one of them? You will have to wait and see. What else was I going to do? So I got that done. Got some work stuff taken care of. I tell you, this coronavirus thing it's interesting watching what's happening and seeing how people are reacting to news and that sort of stuff. I have basically stayed away from the news because I don't want to get caught up in the over sensationalization of it. But one thing I had heard, and I went and verified that yes, there are some schools around the country, some school districts around the country that have closed. So earlier today, I did a Boredom Busters Facebook Live, giving ideas that you can do with your kids or have the kids do by themselves. Just throwing a ton of ideas and stuff out there. So go check on my Facebook page for Helen's Great Adventures, day 226, Boredom Busters. There's a whole bunch of ideas there. There's even some links to blogs and different things that are available through Amazon that you can order via Prime, get them the next day or within 2 days to help, because we don't know how long some of the school districts are closing. And parents are saying, some parents are now having to telecommute because of their jobs. They're saying, don't come in, just telecommute from home. So there's all sorts of stuff that's going on at the moment. And I didn't want parents thinking, oh, got the kids 24/7. Ugh, what am I going to do with them? And spring break's just around the corner as well for a lot of schools and stuff. So go check out that video if you've got kids at home or you're helping take care of the grandkids. Tons of ideas in there. I had a whole list written out. I found an article that had even more on it. I found books with even more ideas. You're only limited by your imagination. So go have fun with the kids, connect with your kids, your grandkids, make it all about quality time with them. That's the best gift. One of the best gifts you can ever give a child is quality time. And giving them family time, reconnecting as a family. It's so, so important. And so that's one positive I can see coming out of this whole ordeal with the coronavirus, is that families get to spend more time together and reconnect. Get the kids off the computers. Get them, if they're going to sit in front of the TV, make it a family movie event. Don't just use the TV as the babysitter or the computer as the babysitter. Get the kids away from there. Yes, they may not be in school, but you can use this time to help educate them by encouraging their imagination with arts and crafts. Give them a box and say, go play. It's one of the cheapest forms of entertainment with a kid is give them a box and let them play. I found that out with my grandson. He wasn't interested in the toy that came in the box. He was more interested in the box. It was kind of funny. I've actually got some good videos of my oldest grandson and the box that his little scooter thing came in. Kept his grandfather highly entertained. So just go reconnect. Spend this time reconnecting with family. Spend that quality time with them. If you're in a different city from your family, get on Zoom and have a conversation with your grandkids. Have a conversation with your kids. I don't know about the universities. I haven't heard about if the universities and the colleges are closing as well. But get on a Zoom with your kids, or a Skype, or a Snapchat, or a whatever the hell it is that the kids use these days to communicate. FaceTime. There are so many apps out there now. I am just like, this is what I use. This is what I know. So take that time to reconnect with family. Check up on them. Check up on elderly family members. Make sure they're doing okay. If you've got an elderly member that can't go out to do grocery shopping, can you order some groceries for them to be delivered? Order it online and have it delivered to their house. Are you in the same town as them, where you can go get them some groceries and go deliver them? Find the positives in what's happening instead of grumbling about it and getting all up in arms because your plans have changed. Just, this is the life. This is the reality of what's going on. So find a way to make the most of it. That's all I can tell you. It's like, people complain about the weather. And my thing about the weather is, I learned a long time ago, you can bitch and moan about the weather all you like. It ain't gonna change. And there's nothing you can do to change it. Yes, it may upset your plans. So what? It obviously meant that you were meant to go and do something else maybe. You probably weren't meant to do that certain activity that day. one of the books that I read, Gabrielle Bernstein's The Universe Has Your Back. Chapter 6 is obstacles are detours in the right direction. So maybe something you've been doing lately has now been derailed because of what's going on, or weather, whatever it is has been derailed, and you're bitching and moaning about it. Don't. Take this opportunity to look at it. What got derailed, and am I supposed to be going in a different direction? Is this the nudge I need? Instead of going down this road over here, am I supposed to be on this one over here? And this detour is now putting me back over on that road. So have a look at, look at what's been derailed. How can I make the most of it? Sorry, I just had a squeak from somewhere. Oh my God. Isn't it all? And she's not bitching, so we're good. But have a look at the road you're going down right now, at the stuff that got cancelled because of everything going on. Were you actually supposed to do that, or is it a sign that you're supposed to actually be over here doing something else? So find the positive. I have been struggling this week because it has affected my business so much, and I was actually having a really down day. I got on my accountability call with my accountability partner for the book Super Attractor that we're reading together, and I said to her, look, I have to tell you right now, I have not completed our reading for this week, and this is the reason why. It was actually about blocks in life, blocks on fears that we have and that sort of thing. And I said, I got to the second one, I just couldn't read the other ones. I couldn't read them. I said this, this particular block talks about this challenge, the challenge that some people have. And I said, every time I say that, and I said, I try and counter it with this phrase, but every time I say that phrase, it pulls me down. So she actually walked me through some tapping exercise. So tapping, if you've ever done tapping, it's awesome. And I will tell you this, I felt like weighted down before we started this tapping session. And at the end of the tapping session, she had me take a deep cleansing breath, take a sip of water. And as the water went down my throat and down the esophagus and stuff, it felt like it was pulling all that heaviness away. And I sat down and thought, I actually feel really good now. So it works. So it was actually excellent. So that was another good thing that came out of the way, which then removed blockages from my creativity that I had been having. And when I heard about the schools climbing, I'm going, oh, parents going to be climbing the walls about this. And I was hearing other people around the campground like, what are we going to do with the kids? We've got these kids out, da 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 da. And I could hear them. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I'm like thinking, Boredom Busters. So I made a list, then did some research, and then did the live. Had I still been in that other frame of mind, I would not have been able to do that video. So what obstacles are you currently facing? And is it something, everybody's facing the coronavirus thing in some form or another. It's affecting their lives, their businesses, their work. Which direction is it now nudging you into? And maybe you need to look at, what detour am I supposed to be taking to the path I'm supposed to be on? I'll leave you with that thought, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Until tomorrow, he konera.